Alright, this is going to be a World Chalice deck profile. Starting off with the deck, one of the best starters of the deck, the Agent of Creation Venus. This is going to be like your best starter. 3 Mystical Shine Balls. 3 World Legacy World Chalice. 3 Crowned by the World Chalice. Next up, you're going to be running the Sprite Engine, and the Sprite Engine consists of 3 Sprite Blues, 2 Sprite Jets, 1 Sprite Carrot, and 1 Sprite Red, and 2 Sprite Starters. And then 1 Sprite Double Cross, which can be searched out by Sprite Jet. Then you're going to run 3 Lead the World Chalice Fairy, 1 World Chalice Guard Dragon. Next up, things in the Diviner Engine that you're going to run is Diviner of the Herald, Trias Hierarchia, 1 Valkyrie Thumped, 1 Valkyrie Setched, and 1 Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, and 1 Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. You could really search out any field spell that you want with that engine, but Kyoto the Waterfront is there to search out a Kaiju. Next up, you have Nightmare Corruptor Ibly for the Ibly lock, usually for Gigantic Sprite. Gigantic Sprite searches out Nightmare Corruptor Ibly. And then finally, you run 2 Transmodify, which if you draw into a fairy and this, you can go into Venus. So it makes Venus easier to get into. And then you're running 1 World Legacy's Sorrow, and you're going to run 1 Sprite Double Cross. Now, for the extra deck, you're running 1 Ib, the World Chalice Justiciar, which recently got limited, or not long ago. Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax, 1 Appaloosa Above the Goddess, 1 Unchained Abomination, and 1 Saryuja. Whenever you're going to do combos, what I've found a majority of the time, whenever you're doing the combos, you're either going to go into Appaloosa Above the Goddess, or you're going to go into Saryuja Skull Dread. Because if you get a bad hand, you draw like 4 cards, and then you return 3, so any of the bricks that you draw, Saryuja just gets rid of them. Then you run 1 Access Code Talker. Then you run Ningirsu, the World Chalice Warrior, really good for going second, and returns a card. And Access Code pops a bunch of cards, and in this deck, you're going to go through a lot of Link monsters. You're going to get a lot of pops. And then you have Lib, the World Keyblade Master, which searches out World Legacy Succession. And it actually goes with the Diviner engine because Sprint sends Diviner and then gets you the Valkyrie cards, which send Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, searching out Ruby Carbuncle, and Kyoto the Waterfront. And Kyoto the Waterfront searches out Gamma Seal, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. So these 2 cards are really good to go into that. Engine. And then you have Protector of the Ancient Moon, which sends Majesty Hyperion. And if you have Venus in Grave, which you've already used your Venus, then a Majesty Hyperion can banish one of your Venuses, and then you can pretty much go into Majesty Hyperion. It's a free special summon. And then you have IP Masquerena, which protects, it protects one of your cards. So it's very important. And then you run 2 Umduks. 1 just in case you want to go into Ningirsu if you're able to. Or you run another one for your second turn if you're able to get to a second turn. Then you run 1 Link Spider to go into another normal monster. Let's say you start off with 2 normal monsters. Link Spider is really good. And then you have Gigantic Sprite, which gets you into your Ibly lock. And then finally, for the side deck, you run actually 2 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 2 Ghost Ogre, and Snow Rabbit. You usually run actually 3 Raigeki right here instead of that. And then you run 3 Raiden, the multi-dimensional Kaiju, and 3 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. So you're pretty much running the Kaiju engine in this deck. And then you're running 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, just in case your opponent's running a lot of back row. So Harpy Feather Duster is really good at clearing their back row. And then you're running 1 Evenly Match, just in case. And that's pretty much the deck. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video.